Hello, everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic I want to start with this statement. As human beings, we all are social, emotional, and we all love to be in association with something or someone to lead our lives productively, happily, easily, and in a very sound manner. But as I have said in my previous videos also, and most of us know that life is unpredictable, time is unpredictable. You may wish something, you may want something, but what you wish and what you want may not happen the same way you have wished for. So we have to adapt at certain situations. We have to adapt in certain times and certain scenarios where we have to actually cope up with the given conditions by our life itself. We cannot do a lot of tempering in that. Sometimes we have to go with the flow. There are times when you can actually decide for yourself what you have to do, how you have to do, how in how much time you will be able to accomplish that. But there are many things in life which are actually not in your control all the time. So sometimes you lead, sometimes life lead you. And this is what we are going to discuss in our today's session. Overcoming heartbreaks. So I lost my mom few years back, and that was the biggest heartbreak for me in my life so far. She was very ill, and we did whatever we could in terms of her treatment, but ultimately the end was death, and that too very untimely death. And I couldn't overcome that heartbreak of mine for over an year. I was in that zone for over an year, and I really don't want to revisit that time. But I can simply state that that was the most traumatic experience that I have gone through so far. So, when we talk of heartbreaks, it's not only about having a heartbreak in a love relationship. Heartbreaks can happen when you lose somebody, and the reason could be death. Reason could be that you are out of a relationship, you are no more in a relation with someone, or it could be distance, like parting through distance, right? You are just going away from somebody to settle down somewhere and you're never coming back again. So these are few of the reasons that can actually lead to a heartbreak. Now, few days back, I have uploaded my videos like earlier videos, and I got a comment from one of the viewers that he is not able to overcome his breakup, and his partner, whoever she was, now she's happy with somebody else, and he is not able to cope up with that feeling, and he was very upset related to that. And I posted that video, so he started with that. This has come out very helpful to me because I was going through this. Now, in this particular video, I want to talk specifically about when a person goes through a heartbreak due to a relationship. Now, whenever we are in a relationship, as I started with saying that we all are social beings, we all are human beings and emotional beings, and we love to be in association with someone, love to be in contact with each other, right? And some of those contacts become very close, very intense. Like we have couples, we have love couples, we have relationships, right? Now, another aspect of it is that relationships are very important. Why they are important? Because relationships build us, they define who we are, they balance most of our feelings throughout our life, right? But at the same point, relationships can turn you down also. As I said, you cannot predict every relation to be a forever relation, though according to our culture this is what is the objective set for a relationship, that it has to be an forever relationship, which is not true. Okay, so we should be ready for anything that comes up. So if in a relationship you have gone through a very beautiful, fantastic, a fairy tale kind of time, and now suddenly something has happened, or maybe it was building up from some time and suddenly something has happened that has led to the end of your relation with that person, does that mean that you should end yourself up totally? Just give it a pause and think about it. We all have one life. We all have been given this life by the Almighty to live. And instead of doing this one thing, we do everything else here when present in this one life. Okay, it's very good to live for others, to be with others, to explore yourself with others, to build together, like to build yourself and your partners together, right? But if in case something is not working out, how does that affect you, or how is it supposed to affect you? Let's talk about it. Now, imagine that you are in a relationship for a long period of time, and now you have just broken it up. I mean, you have undergone a breakup, okay? And now you are totally in a zone where you just don't want to see the world around, you don't want to come out of it, okay? You are stressed, you're upset, you're depressed, we can use this term because it does lead to that level of problem also. Okay, the first thing that you all should be doing, those who are going through this or have gone through this, because we all go through this at some or the other point of life, right? So the first thing that you need to do is accept that you are sad. Yes, I want to grieve my sadness. I want to grieve my breakup. Grieve. And you are given that opportunity to grieve for few days, for some time that you want for yourself. Because until and unless you will accept that, yes, now you are not with that person and you are no more going to be with that person, right? So now what you are supposed to do, the first, you are supposed to grieve that situation. So what happens in our culture, like if somebody dies, like in Indian culture specifically, when someone dies, so there is a period till when people keep coming to your house for 10 to 12 days, right, to sit, to talk about the person, to make you feel, to make you let out everything whatever you're feeling inside. That is how we work as a society. Okay, so there is a reason behind everything what happens in our cultural setup. But as we are advancing in time, we are forgetting all these things slowly and steadily, right? But it should not be forgotten. So when you are on your own and you're going through this situation, what you are supposed to do, the first thing you're supposed to do is grieve. Now, only grieving will not help you. While you are grieving, after some time, what you need to do, how to overcome that grief, focus. Focus on what exactly are you feeling? Why exactly are you grieving? What is it that is making you grieve so much about that relation? Focus. Okay? Focus on that feeling. After you have done that, now the next step is when you actually want to come out of it, but how to come out of it, right? That is the problem. Now you get in a mode of blaming yourself in that case, right? Where you start saying that I must be wrong, I must have not been enough, I might have done here wrong, I might have done that thing wrong. So instead of blaming yourself, speak up what you're not feeling right. Even if you're feeling angry or you are upset with something, just speak it out. Speak up. Now speak up and talk to whom, that is a question. If you have some of the friends or some of the people around you whom you feel that you can talk your mind out, go and talk to them and just blurt out everything, that whatever is embedded in your mind and heart at that time. If you don't have somebody or you don't trust people like this, then you are supposed to approach a life coach. There are people, these people are there to enable you, make you feel what you're actually feeling, and then to uh, uh, to talk about it, right? They make you elicit what you are actually feeling. They help you give words to your feelings and talk about them, so that actually you just release those feelings from your mind and heart, and you just blurt out and talk to that person. So this is another option that you can try. Now after you have done this, when you have identified, you have focused on what am I actually feeling, and then you have expressed what you have feeling, then you please reset your system. How to reset your system? In that case, you need to think that I am important, I am living, I am breathing, and I have many other aspects to my life than only this particular relation that I was in. I have my friends, I have my family, I have my mother, I have my brother, I have my father, I have my sister, siblings, right? And also, you have a purpose in life. You work, you study, you have to set up your career, you have to move forward in life. Okay, so this is the time that you should spend in exploring yourself, reinvesting in yourself. Think, sit with yourself and talk about it to yourself, that how you want to move further now. See, these negativities are important in our life, because if these things will not happen, then we will never be able to understand that what we actually need to do to overcome this, and how. And these things also are kind of alarms for us, that next time we are not doing going to do this and this. Okay, and if a relationship ends, it's not always for bad, it's many a times for good also. So there was a research conducted with a group of people who ended their relationship, they had a breakup, and they haven't yet found any new partner, relationship partner for themselves, and they all are sad and upset, right? Now it was found that out of those people, most percentage, like if I say 30% were sad, 20% or so were neutral, and 41 or so percent were actually happy about it, because they felt relieved. They were free from that kind of constriction, the nagging, the unnecessary restrictions that they were going through just being in that relation. So think positive. Sometimes, most of the times actually, if certain things end, think that it's for your good. And when you think like this, you can actually overcome that problem. You can actually gather the courage to overcome that. Okay. Another thing is rediscovering yourself. So, purposely, consciously, if you cannot figure it out yourself, please talk to a life coach, find a life coach with whom you can actually connect, right? And then you can share your things there, and you also can get a proper roadmap to follow, that how you can actually overcome your own issues by doing certain things on your own. Okay, so I was talking about rediscovering. So, how rediscovering? That there might be certain things that you loved to do, but when you were in a relationship, you were not supposed to do that. Maybe because of the other partner, or maybe because of some restrictions in your relationship. So, purposely do those things. So when you do those things, suppose you liked watching a movie, visiting a theater and watching a movie, but you were not supposed to do that. Okay, suppose you liked adventurous activities, trekking a lot, but you were not supposed to do that. Now when you're out of it, do those things, purposely take out time for that and do it. This will help you, these kind of things will help you reconnect to yourself. right? So the whole purpose of this conversation, this discussion here is giving importance to self. And think and bear this thing in mind: if you cannot love yourself, you cannot love anybody else. This is the truth, the universal truth. So love yourself the first, and then you have all the freedom to love anybody around. Okay, but if you are going through a breakup, then I listed down 3 easy steps for all of you. It might not be easy, but we all should do that whenever we face this situation. Focus, accept your hard feelings, focus on exactly what you are facing. Then you should speak it out, talk about it. Third, rediscover yourself. So tell me if this video is useful for you. Please comment in the comment section below and let me know how you find this. And I'll see you again in the next video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed, and bye bye.